Hey guys, happy Friday. My name is Sophia for those of you that are new. I do appreciate everyone that continues to support my channel by liking, sharing, or subscribing. It means so much to me, and I really just want you guys to know that you're all much appreciated. And I wanted to just jump on today and share something with you guys. So one of my things that just really makes my heart smile and I'm super passionate about is when people understand and start to live in their God-given purpose. It's really, really special and near and dear to my heart. So I thought that today would be a great time and a great day for me to get on and just share a little bit with you guys about my journey to how I discover my God-given purpose. And I will try to make this as short as possible without leaving out any important details. But I did just want to share that with you guys, and I hope that it inspires someone to just, seek after God with their whole heart to see the reason for which He created them. And once you understand that, your life completely shifts and it changes, and it's just completely amazing. So I'll start by saying in 2018 was the year that I started to feel a little frustrated with how life was. Don't get me wrong, my life was really great. I had a really great career. My corporate career is in HR and talent acquisition. I was very happy there. I was thriving. I was very comfortable. I lived a very comfortable life. But in 2018, the thing that I loved so much and I enjoyed so much and I was so passionate about, it started to feel like, I started to feel empty there. And if you would have asked me in 2017, my goal would have been, and 5 years from there, I would have been an executive in talent acquisition, and that was my end result, and I would have been happy there. But in 2018, things changed, and I started to just feel like there was something missing. I remember a friend in early spring of 2018, he invited me to a workshop, and it was an entrepreneur's workshop, and I never, even considered entrepreneurship, but I went to support my friend. And when I left that workshop, something in me shifted. Like something in me was like, there has to be more for me and in me than what I have set out to establish for myself. There has to be more. It just has to be. And so I think that was around March or April of 2018. And I just started to feel stuck. I was frustrated. I was just like, I didn't understand because I loved my job. Like I didn't really understand what was going on. So I just really started to seek God with my whole heart. And I was like, what is going on here? Like, I don't understand. Like, why am I feeling this shift? And I remember that summer I fractured my foot. So I was working from home for like 2 months, and there was this one day when I was just riding in the car. I was on my way to pick my son up from school, and I'm just talking to the Lord, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, what is happening here? Like, why am I feeling like this? I don't understand. I really used to love this job. I really used to love this career. What has changed? And He said to me as plain as day, He said, this season is over. He said, you can get as many raises as you want. You can get as many promotions as you like. He said, but you will come back to this place every single time because this season is over. And I have told you that it is time to move. And it like slapped me because I'm like, I'm a mother, I have bills, I have established myself in this one thing, and you just want me to walk away and not really tell me what I'm supposed to walk away and do. I don't get that. That don't make sense to me. So I think it was September when I went back into the office, and I was just like, I don't belong here. Like I just felt like I didn't belong in that place anymore. And so I was talking to my mom one day, and I said, I feel like I'm supposed to quit my job. I was like, but that is crazy. Like I have worked since I was 15 years old because I've always been extremely independent, and I just wanted to be able to do what I wanted to do for myself. Not because I had to, but I wanted to be able to. And I was like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, that's crazy. Like, I don't have any idea on what I'm supposed to do next, but I'm just supposed to quit. And she said to me, well, maybe you can take a leave of absence and you can get like some time to think about it. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. That's good. I'll do that. So I had made up in my mind that I was going to take a leave of absence from work and just, decide what I needed to do next. And so the minute I made that decision was a Sunday. That evening, I didn't sleep. Monday evening, I couldn't sleep. Tuesday evening, I couldn't sleep. Wednesday evening, I could not sleep. Thursday evening, I'm mad at this point. I'm frustrated and I'm angry because I want to go to sleep. And so I'm like, Lord, what do you want from me? Like, I was so like frustrated. I was like, what do you want? Like, I'm tired. I'm cranky. Like, what is it that you want from me? He said, I've already told you. He said, but you tried to play me because you didn't trust me. And you tried to put it where you still had some control. He said, I've already told you what you need to do. And it hit me like a ton of bricks because he said I didn't trust him. And if I'm being honest, I've trusted God everywhere else in my life, without a shadow of a doubt. I trusted him, but in my finances, I was like, oh yeah, no, I need to go to work. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So he let me know that there was a place where I lacked trust with him. And it broke my heart because I know who he is and I know what he can do. And so that night I decided that I was going to put in my notice. He allowed me to give 4 weeks. So I went to work that next morning and I typed up the email and I'm just like boohooing crying the whole time because I really can't believe, because I have no clue what I'm about to do. Like, I have no clue. And so I type up my notice and I email it to the manager that I was reporting to at the time. And he calls me and he says, what's wrong? What's the problem? Like, what is it? Do you need more money? Because, I can go talk to the executive. Like, what is the problem? And I wanted to be like, yeah, give me like 20K more. Like, yeah, we can. And then in my heart, I said, that's not fair to you. I said, this is a personal choice. This is something that I have to walk out. And I said, yeah, you could give me a raise and you could give me more money. I said, but in 6 months, we'll be right back here because this is just something that I have to do for me. So I put in my 4 weeks notice, and I remember 4 weeks later, I walked out of that door, and I thought the minute I walked out, God was just going to like shower me with like all this revelation. And I was just going to know, like, he was going to like maybe like give me like $1 million or something. Like, I just thought that it was just going to immediately, the minute I walked out of the door, everything was just going to just fall into place. That is not how it happened. Okay. Let me tell you, I walked out of that door still not understanding what I truly was created for. And in my mind, I said, okay, I have a heart for battered women and children. So I started to volunteer at a shelter here. And I said, well, okay, maybe, I can open up like a nonprofit, and that's going to be like my thing where I'm going to just like help these women and these kids. And I volunteered there for a while, but it was months after I left. In a dream, he told me what I was created for. And he told me that, that I was to be in ministry. And anybody who knows me, I don't like to speak in public. It literally makes me sick to think about it. And so what I said to him when he said that to me, I was like, yeah, no. I said, you mean I'm going to marry somebody that's in ministry? Because that's not for me. And he said, no, it's for you. And I remember like a couple of days later, I went to lunch with 2 coworkers from my previous employer. And one of them was an older lady. She's a God-fearing woman. Like, she loves the Lord. And we were just talking about, what I had been doing since I left. And she said, well, maybe you're called to preach. And I said, no. I was still fighting it. I had not accepted it. And she said, well, what about little kids? Can't you talk to little kids? Because they're just little baby humans. Like, don't you feel comfortable doing that? And so I was like, I think I could talk to kids. And I started volunteering for this program called Kids Beach Club. It's where they go in one day out of the week to a school that has given them permission. And for an hour after school, anybody whose parents have allowed them to sign up, they give them a Bible lesson and they learn how Jesus is their forever friend. They get the opportunity to accept salvation. They're anywhere from ages like 8 to 11. And it is the sweetest and cutest experience I've ever had. I was over a table of 5th graders, and it was a wonderful experience. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it did help me somewhat come out of my shell when it came to speaking in front of people, because they were just kids, so that was easy to do. But that season ended when COVID hit, and God said, start a YouTube. And I was like, you have to be like crazy. Like, what do you think I am? Like, I can't do this. Like, I can't do this. So originally when I started, I would not show my face. I wouldn't do a video. I would voice record so I could write down whatever I wanted to say in case I messed up, because I was super nervous. And then eventually I stepped out to the full video, which you see here now. And I just want to encourage like someone or anyone that, if God is calling you to step out, step out. If he is calling you, You will not drown. He will teach you how to swim. In the last year, I have written and published a book. I have established my LLC for my mentorship and coaching company, and I have become a YouVersion Bible partner. I have a Bible plan on there. Like, there's so many things that God has been doing for me in this last year, and those things never would have happened if I hadn't taken that initial step when I left my job. Now, this isn't for everyone to do. God will not tell everybody to just completely just up and leave everything when you don't know what the next step is. But he did do that to Abraham, and look at what Abraham got in return. So I just want to share with you guys that you don't always have to know the next step. You just have to know the person that's making those steps with you. And he knows all, and he would never lead you astray. He would never forsake you. He wants the best for you. And although this has not been easy, I have definitely had some challenges. I've had moments where I thought that, maybe God, I heard you wrong. Maybe I'm mistaken. This just really can't be what you promised me, because it doesn't look like anything what you said. And I'm nowhere near the fullness of what he's actually promised me, but I am not the person I was 3 years ago, and I would not trade this experience for anything. I think I would actually do it a little sooner, even knowing that there would be trials and hardships in the middle. I would do it a little bit quicker because I thoroughly enjoy what God has me doing. I love to wake up in the morning. When I wake up, I don't dread that I have to go and do something for somebody else. I get to do what God called me and created me to do. My heart's passion is fulfilled every single day. I go to sleep and I feel full. And I want you guys to feel full too. So if God is stirring your heart, if he's calling you out, answer. God, if he says, who will go? Say, send me, Lord, I will go. Partner with the Holy Spirit. Listen intently. Reestablish that intimate relationship with Jesus, because you're going to need that on your journey, because it's not easy. It's not simple by any means whatsoever, but it is definitely worth it. Lives will be changed. People will be made whole. You will get to be the example of Jesus to those who don't know who he is. So if he is calling you out of the boat, get on the water. He will not allow you to sink. Keep your focus on him. Keep your eyes on him. I am super excited for those of you that he is calling out. And I pray that, if he's already called you out, that you would share your testimony with us below in the comments. Or if you decided that he is calling you and you're going to give him a yes, that you would share that as well. And for those of you that are interested in the book, it is available on Amazon. It's titled, But What Did God Say? The link is in the description box below. For those of you that are looking for coaching or mentorship on discovering your purpose, building your faith, career transition, whatever, the link to my website is in the description box below. And the link to my Bible plan on YouVersion is also in the description box below as well. I pray that this message has blessed you. I pray that my transparency stirs something in you. And until next time, that the Lord will bless and keep you. I love you guys. Have a great day.